Hey, Cancer. It's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. How are you? How's everybody doing? We're going to get going. Ooh, endings. What's happening? What is happening for you this weekend? What's going on for Cancers this weekend? What's the energy? What is the energy? Let's take a look. Endings. Maybe there's an ending this weekend. You might hear from somebody this weekend that tells you about an ending or that doesn't want things to end or something ended on their side. Okay. What's going on for Cancer this weekend? Could be in regards to King of Pentacles, stability, structure. Crossing that. Yep. Divine is intervening, judgment call. You're making a judgment call. There's one being made on your person or regarding the stability and structure. Could be you. I mean, this is karma. Karma might be happening this weekend for this person or the situation. This is what's happening this weekend. If you're on this timeline, right? Tell me more. There's a judgment call that's being, the universe is making a judgment call, or karma is taking place, playing out. Holy cow. Yeah. Oh, look at this. What? So, funny. Judgment call on a King of Pentacles, right? So we're talking universe, like big money, big energy, right? Oh my gosh, big energy, Hermit, lots of divine intervention, karmic ties, karma playing out, soul, like deep, big. And then guess what? Guess what crosses it? Queen of Pentacles. Because you have become so effing strong and enlightened within yourself. This is okay. So we've talked about this before where, look at that. That is just beautiful. Holy cow. There's a judgment call being made on a King of Pentacles because you are just becoming like a beast, with your stability, with just not taking your, what is that saying? You're taking names or something like that. I'm getting that you're not taking shit. We've talked about this before, going back to what I was going to say, that when you focus on yourself and your energy again is rising, okay, right? And you are ascending, that sparks or catalyzes for situations that have done you wrong. And we're just talking, I just did the collective video, and we've talked in the collective videos about in this new solar eclipse that happened, right? And this new moon in Libra, that is about truths and about removing things that keep us pulled down, okay? And like energy vampires or situations that are low vibration, or people who are low vibration who want to hold on. And this is about letting that go and being able to ascend, okay, and see things from a higher perspective. And when you do that and you start to ascend, and your vibration, when you're focused on you and you're doing good things for you, what that does is that catalyzes, that sparks the and the universe is all about this new moon in Libra, about rebalancing, right? We've talked about the reevaluating, rebalancing. That's why people could be coming back around to make good, or bring up truths, give you information. There's cutting karmic ties. There's also, tying up loose ends, like I talked about in the collective read. But when that happens, you catalyze or spark, right, with this karma. You spark their karma that they start enduring, it starts. Okay, help me here. It sparks the karmic debt that they need to pay. You're getting enlightenment and they're getting judgment. So that could be something that has been playing out since this new moon, or this is something that is just now playing out. But that's pretty crazy that you have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a true pair. This could also be, like we've talked about, feminine and masculine, right? Within you, that is balancing out. You have made a judgment call about taking charge of a situation in regards to your stability because of this inward introspection and deep soul searching that you've done. So this could be you, your masculine and feminine. This could be somebody outside you, okay? Outside of your masculine and feminine. This could be a masculine in your life, okay? All right, so tell me more about this. Nope, hold on. I want to shuffle this way. Okay, tell me more. What is this about, universe? So I talked about in the collective read about like the later, okay, that's a new word. And we'll put that in the book, the laters. The raiders of the Lost Ark and the boulder that is rolling down. If you haven't seen it, there's a huge boulder that's coming at them. And I was talking about, okay, hold on. There was a card that's flipped in here when I was shuffling. Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a second. And that's fitting because I was talking about my childhood, and this is old school, outdated thinking, but the big boulder coming at them. And that's how I feel like there's going to be these big movements, these big shifts. We're in a big, huge collective shift at this time, and information or just, movements happening, whether you're physically moving or you're finding out stuff, or there's just knowledge and information. It's just this big, heavy shifting that the universe is doing, and you can see it in the collective, but you can see it in just societal, in our world right now. And this is a part of it, and it's that balancing out of that energy that's been out of balance for quite a while, for many years in the last cycle. So tell me about this old school. So I think there's epiphany moments of old ways of thinking, that things had to be a certain way regarding money and love. Okay, that is typical for the reads that have been happening. And moving on, right? And you two might be, okay, I'm going to stop there. You two might be, because this ties with the collective read, but you two might be reflecting back to each other some type of soulmate relationship, twin flame relationship, reflecting back to each other wounds or childhood downloads about the ways that you used to believe, or they used to believe, about love and abundance, money. They could be having, they could be getting karma for bad decisions regarding these old downloads, or they could be getting, that's funny. I didn't even think about that. These two, so it could be in regards to a third party or something that had gotten in the way, but these two cards came out in the collective read. And I shuffled. So again, like I talked about in the collective read, this is starting to fade away. And there could be a change in perspective. If this is you and you're masculine and feminine, right? There could be this shift that's happening within you, which I believe is happening with all of us, along with outside of ourselves and our, the situations. but this could be a shift in you or your person about money, and the old ways of fighting for money is shifting into that new perspective of, I can manifest in money at any time. I can, I'm rich because I can manifest it in, is that mindset that you have. I am always abundant because I can manifest in opportunities. These are ways that maybe you have been thinking or they've been thinking about abundance or money, that the old ways are starting to, fall away. So also in regards to maybe, fairness in relationships, and this going away as well. Competition, whether it be another person, whether it be just in the challenges that you've had. There's been an enemy, whether it be addiction or a block, an old way of thinking. Okay, an old way of thinking about love that was the snake in between. Maybe of I was taught to do it this way, and that's the only way that I can do it, even if I'm unhappy. And there's a judgment call on that, and there's an awakening and a shedding of that mentality through potentially your connection or you, of this outdated thinking of the way that I'm supposed to do it, right? Quotes, I'm supposed to do it. My family did it that way, so, well, I'm supposed to do it that way. Or this is the way I was taught, I had to do it. Or people who have been in your ears or your person's ears saying, no, you can't do that. That won't work. Or that's not a possibility. When in reality, if we can manifest anything, anything's possible, right? So and we are cutting ties with that. The ship card that came out, we're cutting ties with the old way of thinking about other people, potentially issues, challenges, addictions, blockages, and or cutting ties about how we feel about love and relationships, or they do, and money, right? Two biggies in the world. And we're mirroring this back to each other. I'm going to put the mirror right there. You're giving each other that introspection, and helping each other understand these downloads maybe that you've had for a long time. And you can see in the outdated thinking, the tape is getting messed up. Like, it's no longer, which is a good thing. And moving on from that is good too. Okay, so tell me how Cancer is feeling at this time. Opportunities. That's actually how we ended the collective. If you saw the collective read, I'm not sure, but that there is opportunities, because we're really focused on, not looking back in the rearview mirror, but doubling up on that self, introspection or self-care, or on opportunities that are going to be the double up of opportunities. Surprises. So that's good, right? So there's potentially some things that you weren't expecting, some opportunities that you weren't expecting, either meeting somebody new or like answered prayers. Like, there's something that you've wanted to manifest, and you've prayed about it, or you've meditated on it. You've really visualized this happening for you. So this to me is like, I feel like potentially you're starting to see some of these opportunities that are popping up, or they will be in October. Okay. There's going to be okay. I think so. I'm careful with talking about communication, because communication or getting information about situations can come in different forms. And I talked about this in the last video, the collective video as well. So you could be getting information or communication in multiple different ways, either 5D in your dreams, in videos, through self-introspection, your own intuition. You could get it through third parties, and you got to be careful with that because you don't know, take that with a grain of salt and use your intuition. Or you can get information directly from family, from bosses, from, from love interests, or, whoever might be coming back around. This opportunity that's been, back to back is actually going to surprise you, and the communication is going to come in October in regards to this. I'm going to clarify. Hold on. We're going to clarify this. So tell me, this was about... Tell me more about this. So what's going to happen with this in October for Cancer? The way that they're feeling is something about this opportunity and surprises after no contact. Feel like, hold on just a second. Okay. Yeah. So this to me, so the way that these lined up is that somebody who has pretended that they didn't care, that they weren't affected by whatever this situation is, or this, put their back to this opportunity, they didn't take the opportunity to clear things up, or something that was supposed to happen didn't happen. And even though that they pretended that they didn't care, it's going to surprise you. They're cutting out that separation. It's going to surprise you that these boundaries that they've been putting up, these, the ghosting, the no contact or communication, that's actually being worked on. You are going to have somebody potentially in this energy. The energy is there for somebody to take this opportunity now, which is the universe balancing out if it has been imbalanced, where you haven't gotten information, and it's been where they've had the advantage. I'm hearing this is the opportunity is going to shift to where the divine, universe, God, whoever you, whatever you call it, is going to be pushing them, right? We talked about the new moon in Libra, or the solar eclipse pushing us to clear the situation up, to reconcile old information from the cycle before. The no communication is going to be, there's going to be communications coming in, whether, most likely it's going to be with somebody who pretended that they were not affected by, and it's going to surprise you. It's going to be a real surprise that they want to actually work on something, whether it's just clearing up the situation or working on something with you. How does this person feel about Cancer in the month of October? How is this person feeling about Cancer in the month of October? The truth that they feel like you're going to be getting truths about. Yeah. So Dharma, time, love, money, and energy returns to you threefold. They're going to be bringing in truths. They're going to be honest about the mind games and the arrogant nature that they had, being, in their ego. And they still could be, they could be, because I'm not sure they know how to. It's not going to be like miraculous that they're going to get past this, but I think that the divine is intervening and giving the opportunity, right? Because the way that I laid these cards, the opportunity is there to try and balance out what you've been feeling and what you're getting out of it and what they've been doing, right? Just like that. Like there's going to be a rebalancing of, instead of back to back, there's going to be some truths and conversation and some, information coming in. And this again could be like, this could be a boss who acted this way. This could be family who acted this way. It doesn't have to be a love interest, but it's saying in October that there's going to be an opportunity for this to happen. This could also be just the opportunity, you getting the information regarding this and you seeing somebody, like your dharma is being able to get the truths in regards to this person who continues to sit in this energy, and you're able to move on from that. Surprisingly, like you get the dharma that you're getting is going to be a surprise to you on how you're able to get your justice, is what I'm hearing from this. So give me a wait, before I do that, tell me what's going to happen with cancers, the situation cancer's dealing with, either the person or the okay. Something legal is taking place. There's some type of contract, some type of judicial, in some regards to money, or there's going to be something made right in regards to finances or financial. Somebody is cutting off. There's a cutoff of somebody else that has caused a rift in a reconciliation because of the constant, like the triggering of, and they're cutting this person out or they're cutting this person off. That's the situation. The situation is going to be cut out of whatever this is, either in a relationship that blocked a relationship or blocked finances, some type of contract or abundance, or, because we talked about love and, right? We talked about love and money, right? When I did. So there's a change up of this. When the divine intervenes, there's going to be dharma, or there's going to be surprises that happen in regards to money being made right or abundance being made right, and something cut out. Look at all these dark cards, like going from the dark to the light. There's two reconciliation cards. There's two coming together cards. Now, not saying that it's going to be like a fairy tale. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the energy is there, that this is something that they could possibly cut out of their life because of this judgment. They could be making the judgment call on that and starting to understand, starting to see you in a different light, the situation, your boss, family, an ex, or, your person, start seeing you in a different light, allowing for a more reciprocal situation. And this is something that you've been wanting. And I think that maybe you might be very surprised by this. I don't think you're expecting this. So let me get you an advice card. Can you give me advice for Cancer in this October energy? Be patient. I hate that word. Sorry. I hate that word. But conversations coming in, the information's coming in. The blue is throat chakra. Be patient, take your time, flow with the energy, be okay. Stop with the information that comes. This could be coming in like a boulder, right? Like I talked about at the beginning, but your job is to hold that back. And you do have the power to hold that back a little bit and not be flooded or overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed with what's coming in. And I think that you're going to be surprised. I talked about it in the collective video, but I have already been surprised. 3 things have happened so far that I've been truly surprised at in my own life that have worked out really well for me. And so I can testify to you that that this is coming in. How fast it comes in or how it comes in, I can't tell you. I mean, the October card did come out, so I do think that potentially there is movement in some way for you and the situation. So hang tight and keep focused on you like we always talk about, and hopefully that helps you guys. You guys have a good weekend, and I will see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.